All right, so listen, gentlemen, let's go ahead and get started. I wrote down a couple notes here for y'all, so make sure you pay attention. Now, it's how to run straight beads using 7018 332 going uphill or vertical, same thing. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be welding on a 1/2-inch plate. All right, and the very first thing that we have to do is prep our plate, meaning we gotta clean it nicely. Make sure you get rid of all that mill scale. Also, number 2, we're gonna grind our lines every 1/2 inch. Try to make those lines as straight as possible. Use a ruler if you have to, right, ladies and gentlemen? So, on our beads, we're gonna be using, once again, 7018 332, and we're gonna be going at about 95 amps plus or minus. So that means that you can go up or you can go down. All right, so I'd rather you start low. Maybe try about 85 at first and then work your way up in 5s. So 85, 90, 95, and even 100. Now, we're gonna be showing you a couple different techniques that I'm gonna be working with. All right, quick note, it says on vertical or uphill, stick rod must be pointing 10 to 15 degrees pointing up at all times. It is very important that you do this. All right, so always keep focused. Keep an eye on that rod. Try to use your peripheral vision, all right? So keep an eye on that rod and make sure that you're always pointing up 10, 15 degrees all the way through. Now you're gonna catch yourself doing something wrong. You're gonna catch doing this. So you're pointing up 10, 15 degrees. As you're going up, you're gonna see your rod going smaller and smaller, and it's gonna force you to change your angle. You're gonna start pointing down. All right, that's the moment that you have to stop and think, all right, I'm pointing down. All right, I gotta force myself to start pointing up. Point up and go all the way through, just like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before we get started on this plate right here, I want to show you a couple techniques on how to grab your stinger and also how to position your stick rod. One thing to help you out, I'm going to put my stick rod just like that at an angle pointing up. So now it's helping me point 10, 15 degrees pointing up. I like to put my stick rod in between my fingers. So I'm going to open up these two fingers, put my stick rod right in between. These two fingers are not doing anything. They're not pressing on it. All it's doing, it's helping me hold my stick rod steady. So I'm going to put it inside between my fingers, and all I'm going to do is feed. All right, that's one technique. That's my preferred choice. Also, there's another one. All right, whenever you want to hold it with 2 hands, all right, you're going to place these 4 fingers right here, right on the bottom where your pinky is at. You see it? Right here where my pinky is at. And all I'm going to do is push forward. I'm pushing forward. Now look at this hand. Look at my left hand. When I'm pushing forward, I'm moving it back. I'm going back like this. Pushing forward. I'm pushing it back, and eventually pop off. Another technique that is very common, I see a lot of people out there trying to do it with one hand. If you're gonna do it with one hand, all right, do not do it like this without supporting your body on something. All right, it's gonna have you doing this back and forth. The best thing to do, always grab onto something, support yourself. All right, grab onto something, grab onto the pipe, whatever it is. All right, by you grabbing something you're gonna gain more balance. All right, grab onto something, hug it, do what you gotta do, right? My elbow is gonna stay tucked in to my body, just like that. Tuck it in, and you're gonna feed forward, push. All right, do not do this. Do not bring your elbow out and feed, because you're gonna give it a bad angle. Keep your elbow next to your body. All right, do not squeeze. You don't want to keep it tight, not too tight, right? So, to where you're shaking. So just keep it close to your body and feed forward. Boom. Very simple, just like that. This hand is very important. Always grab something, all right? All right, so now we have our first bead. Boom. We're gonna grind a line, remember that. So we're gonna make a line, okay, a straight line, and we're gonna do tiny little circles. What we're gonna do, we're gonna pretend that this marker right here is my stick rod. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do tiny little circles, and with the tip of my stick rod, I'm gonna circle it, and I'm gonna touch my grind line. I'm gonna touch my grind line, and I'm gonna pause, remember, and push for 2 seconds. Then again, tiny little circles like ovals, pause, push, pause, push, pause, push, right on the grind line, pause, push, pause, push. Tiny little circles, where those circles should look like you're almost dragging it. All right, so whenever you're pausing on that grind line, when you're pausing and you're pushing, you're actually building up your puddle. Now your puddle, whenever you're pushing and pausing at the same time, you're gonna build your puddle, and it's gonna go about a 1/16 to 1/8 over your bevel. And that's what you're looking for. So in reality, you're not really looking at the tip of your rod, you're actually looking at the puddle going over the bevel. So once again, you're gonna go around, you're gonna pause on the grind line that you're making, push, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. When you push and you pause, you're making your puddle grow over the bevel. That's all you're doing. All right, so now on my tie-in, whenever I do my tie-in, I'm gonna strike an arc about 1/2 inch above my weld. I'm gonna strike an arc, come down lightly without pushing too much. All right, strike an arc, come down lightly, and I'm gonna go pause on my left side immediately. It's a tiny little 6. Pause, 1, 2, 1, 2. Same pattern all the way through. Do not waste any time in here. It's just in and out. All right, we're gonna go to our second bead. On our second bead, we're doing zigzag. All right, now I've seen this a lot with some of my students. Whenever they do zigzag, they want to zigzag. They zigzag too far apart from each other. You start leaving gaps in between. So a good way that I like to teach, whenever I do zigzag going uphill, I like to do this. Now pay attention, watch carefully. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go across, straight across, and I'm gonna pause. 1, 2, go zigzag to my grind line. 1, 2, pause and push, go across, straight across. 1, 2, zigzag, you're going at an angle now. Pause, push, 1, 2, go across. 1, 2, open up, 1, 2, across, 1, 2, open up, 1, 2, across, 1, 2. What that's gonna do, that's gonna help you keep your zigzag, your weaves very tight. All right. So you're gonna remember, you're gonna go across, and then you're gonna open up, pause, 1, 2, cross, 1, 2, across, 1, 2, all the way through. All the way through. So make sure you're always pausing, always pausing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go ahead and start doing our third bead. All right, so pretty much everything is very simple, very basic. Now on our third bead, remember we have our grind line again. Now we're gonna start doing our half moons. Okay, so on our half moons, we're gonna do the exact same thing. So we're gonna half moon it to the right. All right, you're gonna pause for 2, go back to the line, and you're gonna pause for 2, all the way through. Very, very tiny half moons, very tiny. Boom. So you're gonna pause for 2. Remember that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All the way through. You're always going to pause. way through. Boom. So you got 2 seconds there, 2 seconds here. So remember, you're gonna hit the line, you're gonna hit the grind line. Whenever you're pushing and you're pausing at the same time, what are you doing here? You're letting your puddle build up so that it goes over your bevel, 16ths to an eighth. All right, that's called favoring the wall. Whenever you go towards the walls, you're favoring the wall to avoid undercut. All right, so you're going towards the wall and you're pushing, all right, and you're pausing at the same time. All right, just spending more time on the wall to avoid undercut. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so there you have it. I just showed you a couple tips and tricks, a couple techniques also on how to run straight beads uphill, vertical. Remember, very important, watch your puddle. Your puddle tells you everything. Make sure that you keep it nice and tight, nice and slow all the way through with the proper angle, all right? So hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm sure this is gonna help you guys out. Ladies and gentlemen, also check out my page, FlyDuck16. I'm more than welcome, more than happy to show you, maybe give you a couple techniques. Go ahead and send me a message. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Stay tuned for next time. Hoorah.